Imagine the people you trust most, those who are supposed to protect you, love you, and guide you. Now, imagine one of them turns into a stranger with a loaded gun. This story will leave you questioning everything about family, trust, and the secrets hidden behind closed doors. Welcome to Hinter, where we uncover stories of dark mysteries, unexplained events, and crimes that defy logic. We're here because of a family, a mother, her bright young daughter, and a stepfather trying to keep everything together. A family that, like so many, had its cracks. But those cracks, they weren't just cosmetic. They ran deep, and one fateful day, they shattered. Ashley was a teacher, a math whiz who dedicated her life to shaping young minds. Her daughter Carly, a gifted student, wise beyond her years, and Heath, the stepdad, was the glue holding it all together. A physical therapist with a heart big enough to adopt not just the family's golden retrievers, Wyatt and Finn, but Carly too. By all accounts, this was a family trying their best to heal from past traumas. Ashley had survived a tough divorce, Carly had endured the loss of her baby sister, and Heath, he just wanted to be there for both of them. But healing doesn't always go the way we hope, does it? Carly was the kind of kid who could ace algebra before lunch and still find time to crack a joke about her teacher's sweater. But then, out of nowhere, things started to change. She was caught snapping pics of answer sheets. A Swiss Army knife showed up in her backpack. Though let's be honest, who brings a knife to high school thinking it's cool? That's like trying to impress your friends with a fidget spinner in 2024. But this wasn't teenage rebellion. Carly's friends noticed she seemed off, sad, withdrawn. Even her grades, a source of pride, began to slip. And when her parents found out she was vaping weed, alarms really started going off. Ashley and Heath were worried. But worried parents don't always see the full picture, do they? March 19th, 2024. A day that started like any other. Carly and Ashley drove to school together. Ashley taught algebra, Carly attended classes. When they got home, Ashley decided to confront Carly about her vaping. She found the stash, and that was the moment everything changed. Carly didn't just argue. She didn't storm out. She walked into her mother's room, grabbed a .357 Magnum, and fired 3 times at her own mother. 3 times. After fatally shooting her mother, Ashley Smiley, Carly Gregg sent a text message to her stepfather, Heath Smiley, from her mother's phone, asking, "When will you be home, honey?" She texted friends, told them she'd messed up, even invited one over to see what she'd done. And when her stepdad, Heath, came home, she aimed for him too. Luckily, Heath fought back, wresting the gun from her hands. This is the harrowing 911 call placed by Heath Smiley, Carly Gregg's stepfather. His voice, trembling with shock and desperation, paints a chilling picture of what unfolded in those horrifying moments.
What's the location of your emergency? What daughter sent me to me? Your daughter tried to shoot you? Yeah. calling me from? Did she hit you? Yeah, I got hit in the neck a little bit. Okay, so did it graze your neck? Yes, sir. Alright, and what's her name? Carly Gregg. Carly Gregg? Does she still have a gun on her? I took it from her. She ran. You took it from her and she ran? Yes, sir. She was screaming something at me I couldn't understand. I locked the door. She's outside. I don't know what's going on. Which way did she run off to? She ran into the backyard and went over a fence.
After the chaos unfolded, Carly Gregg fled the scene. She was found hiding just a few miles away, disheveled and desperate, her capture marking the start of a trial.
Handcuffed. All right, sweetie. Look. Let me step out real quick for me. All right. Hey, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move on around to the front of you, okay? I'm going to move the handcuffs around to the front of you. Okay. All right. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to swab your hands, okay? Swab them here.
What is this?
It's a GSR. It shows which hand did you shoot with?
Okay.
Which hand did you shoot with?
I think
All right.
is my stepdad okay?
I don't know, baby. I can't talk to you
Oh,
about
he's here. I'm just...
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Carly's defense, insanity. Her team argued that her new medication triggered an unthinkable breakdown. The prosecution, they pointed to her journal where she wrote, "It's okay to be evil sometimes." Chilling words from a teenager. But here's the twist. Even the jury wasn't convinced by the defense's story.
All right, the verdicts appear to be in proper form. Verdict of the jury is count one. We, the jury, find the defendant, Carly Madison Gregg, guilty of first-degree murder as charged in the indictment. Count two. We, the jury, find the defendant, Carly Madison Gregg, guilty of attempted murder as charged in the indictment. Count three. We, the jury, find the defendant, Carly Madison Gregg, guilty of tampering with evidence as charged in the indictment. Please be seated, Ms. Gregg. Ladies and gentlemen, the jury, is custom for the court to poll the jury. I have to do it each time. And for each count, I'm not being rude. The quickest way for me to get through this is to simply point at you and you answer out loud. As to count one, we, the jury, find the defendant, Carly Madison Gregg, guilty of first-degree murder as charged in the indictment. Beginning on the first row, ma'am, is that your verdict? Sir, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict? Sir, is that your verdict? Ma'am, is that your verdict?
Carly was sentenced to life without
You gotta answer
parole
out loud, ma'am.
at 15 years old. But is this justice, or a tragedy compounded by a system unprepared to handle it? This story isn't just about a crime. It's about mental health, family, and the cracks that sometimes go unnoticed until it's too late. Carly's actions were horrific, but beneath them lies a young girl who clearly needed help, and a family that deserved so much more. So, what do you think? Was this a case of pure evil or a perfect storm of untreated issues and tragic choices? Let me know in the comments. And as always, take care of each other, hug your loved ones, and remember, kindness costs nothing, but it can mean everything.